My Uber friends, my Uber YouTube subscribers, what do you truly think of Uber support? Now, I came across an interesting article. I'm going to leave the link right underneath the video. People with engineering degrees will obviously get a far better handle on this article. It's pretty intense language as far as the system that they set up. They call it COTA. It's called Customer Obsession Ticket Administration. I think that's what it's called, right? That's the abbreviation COTA. Interesting article. I personally don't think very highly of Uber support, and I'll tell you why. You know, I opened a ticket up on December the 4th. Subsequently, I've probably called 6 or 7 times just because I can't log into one of my online accounts and get to my dashboard to manage referrals. It says internal server error. And that just means it's not communicating with the database, right? Now, you go to the hub or you go to the support, you call 1-800-593-7069. The number again would be also underneath the video. And very often you have to wait a long time and you'll get either connected, I think, with the Bogota office in South America or the Philippines office, right? And many of these individuals there, I'm sure they have best intentions, but there's a big language barrier, especially when it comes to understanding what some of these people are saying to us, right? They'll speak so fast or with such a thick accent that very often Americans just can't really pick up on all the little fine nuances and details, right? So it can get very frustrating. And what I think is even more frustrating is that you have to very often open ticket after ticket and with the hopes that something gets resolved. So when I read this article from top to bottom, I think, yeah, it's great in theory, right? But when you go out and do it in practice in the real world, you either try to get support through your phone, you go through the little help desk on your phone, somebody gets back, and usually they just get back with auto-generated messages. It just frustrates people. So now you want to talk to a real person. Great, they have this 24-hour, 24/7 helpline. Yes, you can reach someone at 3 a.m. in the morning, or at 8 a.m. in the morning, or at 6 p.m. in the afternoon. Somebody always answers eventually, but then it comes down to, do they understand the magnitude of the issue? Can they fix the issue? Then afterwards, you're supposed to rate them. How was the assistant? 1 to 5, did they resolve the issue? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Sadly, too often I have to pick the no. And today, we have January the 15th or 16th, I think it is. Yeah, it's the 16th. And I opened up a ticket in December the 2nd, still not resolved. So the way I sometimes try to escalate it is I call them up and I say, listen, let's not waste each other's time. I've called your helpline 6 or 7 times. This issue is not resolved. Get me a manager, right? Manager's busy right now. That's a pretty common one. I'll wait. Call me back. They don't call back again. You got to be persistent here, right? You have to sometimes call 3, 4 times, get a manager and say, listen, I've spoken to 6 of your regular help desk helpers, nothing has happened. Escalate this high to your highest engineering department. Escalate this. So you got to sadly sometimes follow up 5, 6, 7 times, right? That means 5, 6, 7 tickets. Now, just to let you know, for example, every new driver with Uber deserves a referral bonus or a guarantee. So if you forgot to sign up or use a promo code from another driver, follow the steps beneath this video. You call up the 1-800 number, 1-800-593-7069. It says English or Spanish. You bypass that, and then they go into options 1, 2, 3. You choose 2 for referrals, and then you say, hey, Torsten Kunert referred me. This is his email. This is his phone number. This is his code. All those details are beneath. And then you can also submit the information through the help desk. Usually those, they get sorted out pretty quickly. right? Because it's a very, very basic command. Do they qualify? Yes, because they didn't get a sign-up bonus. And folks, you don't want to lose out on that one, right? Those type of issues usually get resolved. But when it comes to fare adjustments, when it comes to payouts, when it comes to engineering technical issues, usually, I don't know, I just find it very, very poor, and very often I have to sadly select that number 2, not resolved. And then I start the process again, and I go after a manager, try to get a manager. And if you, I hate to say this, sometimes call them multiple times, they don't want to deal with you anymore. So they get it resolved because they know this guy's going to call again and again. And I make notes of every person I spoke to, the time. So I keep a log, and then I tell the next manager, hey, I called so-and-so 2 days ago, a manager didn't resolve it. And they want you to go away. So then they try and escalate it and fix it. And then sometimes you get some action, right? So tons and tons of improvement. Hopefully Uber has ideas of maybe moving the help center to the United States, and then having help centers in Asia address Asian drivers, help centers in India address Indian drivers, help share centers in Africa address African drivers. It's too much of a cultural language barrier, right? Of course, they're doing this to save costs because they're paying few dollars per hour to these workers, maybe $2-3 per hour, and they'd be probably be paying $12 to $15 here. So it's all a money thing. I understand that, but you're getting a lot of frustrated drivers, and to the point that some people just give up, right? They just jump over to Lyft, right? And I tell you what, Lyft is not much better. They have a 1-800 number, same system there, right? So Uber, make some positive changes, please, and make sure that the support that we deserve works both through the app and on the phone. Thank you.